Hello everybody and welcome to episode 29 of what is going to be a very historic episode of Smackdown here on Universe Mode. And we're kicking things off, as always, with the 24/7 Championship. Who will answer the call this week? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's the Acclaimed. But which member? Obviously, Daddy Ass Billy Gunn, Max Caster, Anthony Bowens, former AEW World Tag Team Champions here in Universe Mode. All three members of the Acclaimed heading to the ring, but which member is going to challenge the 24/7 champion Jimmy Uso here tonight on SmackDown? Of course, the Acclaimed, a little bit of issues, especially with Max Caster and Anthony Bowens a little bit over coming weeks, but they're all coming out, Billy Gunn as well. As it appears, it will be Daddy Ass Billy Gunn who's going to challenge Jimmy Uso here tonight. Well, this is interesting. Billy Gunn, well into his 60s, still wrestling. As here comes the champion, Jimmy Uso. And look who he brought. The former enforcer of the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa. And they also have brought the wise man, Paul Heyman. And of course, all is well with the Bloodline because Roman Reigns, obviously the Tribal Chief, the current World Heavyweight Champion in Universe Mode, Jey Uso, of course the Hardcore Champion, now Jimmy Uso, the reigning and defending 24/7 Champion. All three members of the OG Bloodline have gold. As Jimmy Uso walks into his first 24/7 title defense against Billy Gunn. He beat Shinsuke Nakamura this past Monday night on Raw in order to win that championship. Solo Sikoa, visiting SmackDown alongside his brother Jimmy Uso, returns to SmackDown, probably one night only, to defend his 24/7 championship here tonight. Great backup in the form of Solo Sikoa, as Jimmy Uso, for the first time in his reign, maybe the only time, defends the 24/7 championship. So many talented men have held that championship in the past. Can Billy Gunn possibly add his name to the list?
The challenger from Orlando, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, Billy Gunn. And his opponent from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 251 pounds, the 24/7 champion, Jimmy Uso.
Of course, this is going to be our first of two championship matches here tonight on SmackDown, because in our main event we will crown a new SmackDown Women's Champion, Becky Lynch, Lita, and Asuka, in a triple threat match. But we're now getting Billy Gunn versus Jimmy Uso for the 24/7 championship. That is what it is all about to kick off episode 29 of season 2 of SmackDown. Billy Gunn the challenger, Jimmy the champion, as this is going to be a very interesting matchup here on SmackDown as it is underway. And Billy Gunn looking to start off this match strong. And Billy Gunn, if he wins the title here tonight, he will be the oldest champion in Universe Mode history. Of course, Sting currently holds the record back when he was one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions. And Billy Gunn, still very fit, still very active, unlike Sting, who retired this past week at SummerSlam against Finn Balor. And of course, we're going to see Jimmy Uso's twin brother Jey in action, the Hardcore Champion, as he goes one-on-one with the prize fighter, Kevin Owens. We're going to have a fatal four-way match to see who will face Eric Rowan for the Intercontinental Championship at Payback. Sami Zayn, Bronson Reed, Jacob Fatu, and Darby Allin, who will be the number one contender. We're going to have number one contenders for the SmackDown Tag Team titles as well. Billy Gunn with the cover, almost won the match right there. We're going to have a number one contenders match to see who will face the Dudley Boys for the Tag Team titles. The Lucha Brothers going to take on La Faction. That is going to be a very interesting matchup indeed. And all that and so much more coming later on tonight. as Jimmy Uso. Remember, Billy Gunn cannot win the 24/7 championship by countout or disqualification. He needs to pin or submit Jimmy Uso inside the ring. Champion's advantage goes to Jimmy Uso. This is Jimmy Uso's first singles title reign in Universal. Count of 8. These guys are going to get counted out here if they're not careful. Count of 9. Jimmy back in the ring. Billy Gunn. What the hell are you doing? Oh, and Solo prevented Billy Gunn from getting in the ring.
The 24/7 champion, Jimmy Uso.
Thanks to Solo Sikoa, Jimmy Uso retains the 24/7 championship by countout. Jimmy Uso, not really the result a lot of people expected, not exactly the best way to win a match, but Jimmy Uso celebrates. He keeps his 24/7 championship reign intact. I guess you could say Billy Gunn got screwed in that match. These guys were struggling to get back inside the ring. Jimmy Uso managed to, but Billy Gunn was trying to, but Solo Sikoa stopped him. And Jimmy Uso, and still 24/7 champion, here tonight on Smackdown. As we are back here on SmackDown, Kevin Owens in the ring. Jimmy, wait a minute. LA Knight, the hardcore champion, being attacked. LA Knight viciously attacking Jey Uso as he made his way to the ring. Jey Uso, the hardcore champion, set for a non-title action against Kevin Owens. LA Knight clearly still frustrated about what went down at SummerSlam. Jey Uso back to his feet. This match is underway. Jey Uso, the hardcore champion, going one-on-one against Kevin Owens. But LA Knight viciously attacking Jey Uso before the match could even begin. Jey Uso appears fine right now. Of course, at SummerSlam, Jey Uso successfully defended the hardcore championship in a triple threat match against Joe Coffey and LA Knight in a triple threat match. Jey Uso pinned Joe Coffey to retain the championship. LA Knight was not pinned or submitted in that match. Clearly, LA Knight hell-bent on revenge, probably wanting a rematch against Jey Uso. But, of course, Kevin Owens is facing Jey Uso right now. And, of course, if Kevin Owens can beat Jey Uso in this match, surely that can get Kevin Owens in line for a hardcore championship match down the road. Kevin Owens yet to become a champion in his Universal career. Same with LA Knight. Jey Uso, of course, former SmackDown Tag Team Champion, and has held the Hardcore Championship for quite an amount of time. So many defenses under Jey Uso's belt, fighting champion, including right now, title not on the line. Oh, Superman punch from the top rope, tribute to the world champion Roman Reigns. Cover, shoulders down, Kevin kicks out. Of course, Kevin Owens, even though he has never been a champion, still one of the most popular names on SmackDown, one of the most underrated names on the SmackDown roster. Kevin Owens, formerly a Raw competitor. Oh, Kevin face first on the turnbuckle, now busted open. Jey Uso got a little bit of a breather on the outside, and that just made Kevin angry. Kevin Owens, who's been begging for opportunities ever since coming to SmackDown, believing that SmackDown was going to be a fresh start for him. Kevin Owens now cover. But recently, Kevin hasn't really gotten the best out of those opportunities. Sure, he's racked up a few wins under his belt, but Kevin Owens believing he has nothing to show for it. He could tonight if he pins the Hardcore Champion, main event Jey Uso. And Uso with a DDT to Kevin. Of course, Kevin Owens, a man who's not really fond of the bloodline. Jey wanted the singles 1D. Kevin Owens able to counter that very creatively on the part of KO. KO, a 20-year veteran in professional wrestling, has captured titles almost everywhere he's gone. Ring of Honor, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, WWE, NXT, and Kevin Owens, in terms of our universe mode, has never been a champion. He's had opportunities at the WWE title, opportunities at the European title, Raw tag team titles. He's never had a title match on Smackdown, but he could in a couple weeks if he beats Jey Uso. Stunner! Stunner to the champion. Can he do it? Can he pin Jey Uso? And Jey kicks out at the last moment. Of course, Jey has not looked very good, but that was because LA Knight attacked Jey before the match could even begin with Kevin Owens. And Kevin Owens hell-bent ever since he got busted open on that turnbuckle. Owens has been in complete control over the Hardcore Champion right now. And Kevin now has Jey right where he wants him, looking to bring Jey back inside the ring, wanting a definitive win, unlike what Jey's brother did moments ago, beating Billy Gunn by countout to retain the 24/7 title. Into a nice slam. Great move by Jey. And now the barrage of strikes. Ooh, flatliner. And now trying to rile up the WWE fans in attendance here tonight on SmackDown, and feeding shots right on KO and focus on Jey Uso. He's held that championship ever since WrestleMania, where he defeated Wardlow to win the championship. Now Jey thinking, what am I going to do? What do I have to do to put KO away? Jey now, Uso splash connects, cover, shoulders down on Owens, and KO kicks out at 2. Not yet. Both these men very game. Two of the best competitors we have right now on SmackDown. Owens with a clothesline to Jey. Could very well be it. Kick out. I am so excited for the main event. We are going to crown a brand new SmackDown Women's Champion. Becky Lynch, Asuka, and Lita meeting in a triple threat match because the SmackDown Women's title was vacated after the results of the Women's Iron Survivor. And Kevin Owens now. Oh, a nice neck breaker. Looks like it could paralyze Jey Uso if Kevin's not careful. And now KO into a submission hold, raking at the side of the head of Jey Uso, and Jey able to get out of it. Still in the fight. Gonna bring KO over to the corner. Taking Owens down. Oh. Was probably thinking the classic Uso stink face. And Kevin. Oh, knee right to the bad neck. Owens has been working on that neck. Jey has already been hit with the stunner. That neck breaker, and now the knee to the back of the neck. Clearly KO has found the weak spot of the champion. And now Owens, clothesline from the top. I am very impressed with this performance by Kevin Owens here tonight. And Jey rolling out of the ring, trying to get out of harm's way. But Kevin Owens lying in wait. Here we go, taking him down. 266 pounds of Kevin Owens. Normally men his size are not meant to fly like that. Jey Uso now trying to get some momentum back in this matchup outside the ring. We could very well get our second straight count out of the night. Wait a minute, no. Owens looking for the small package pile driver. We saw it in real life against Cody Rhodes at Saturday night's main event, but Kevin Owens countered by Jey Uso. And now we're going to see it. The 1D on the outside. Both men collapse Count of 7. Both men are out of it. Count of 8. Jay, get back in the ring. We're going to get our second straight count out of the night. Owens struggles. Jey Uso with the win.
Here is your winner, main event, Jey Uso.
Like brother. 2 straight countouts. Victories for the Usos here tonight on SmackDown. Jey Uso had a very high contested matchup with Kevin Owens, and Jey Uso had to result. Why the fuck is the Rock and Bray Wyatt on the screen? Anyways, Jey Uso able to narrowly beat Kevin Owens because Jey Uso was viciously attacked by LA Knight before the match could even begin. Clearly LA Knight still has issues with Jey Uso, still wants the Hardcore Championship. Hopefully the SmackDown General Manager Will Ferris will be able to restore some order and some justice. Clearly, LA Knight not done with Jey Uso. Jey Uso with a countout victory over Kevin Owens here tonight on SmackDown. The Hardcore Championship picture on SmackDown just gets more and more chaotic as the weeks go by, as SmackDown continues after this short break. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on SmackDown as cameras are picking up backstage. That is Will Ospreay viciously attacking Switchblade Jay White. Of course, the rivalry between these two men, stemming all the way from New Japan Pro Wrestling, has been stemming for the past month between these two young men. Of course, these guys, former rivals in AEW. Will Ospreay viciously attacking Jay White. Of course, we all saw what happened this past Monday night on Raw, where Jay White viciously attacked AJ Styles before AJ tried to get a UK title opportunity against Kenny Omega. And Jay White, able to respond with a power slam to Will Ospreay, now with a steel chair in hand. Of course, at SummerSlam, Jay White and Blair Davenport beat Will Ospreay and Lyra Valkyria in a mixed tag team matchup, but clearly this rivalry far from over, as Jay White now looking to do to Will Ospreay the same thing he did to AJ Styles earlier this week. And now Jay White, vicious strikes to Will Ospreay, now looking for a bit of joint manipulation backstage here on SmackDown. It has already been a chaotic episode. We still got so much action left to go in the show. Clubbing blow to Will Ospreay, the aerial assassin, former world champion. Jay White, former IC champion here in Universe Mode, as he got these guys heading to the elevator area. Ospreay head first on the concrete floor of the parking lot here, and Jay White just responding with some vicious shots. But Ospreay, a driver. These guys might be on the injured reserve list after this. And Ospreay, power bomb. Ospreay was in the main event of WrestleMania Night 2 where he tried to win the WWE Championship, failed on that exchange. Now Will Ospreay has been in this war with Jay White and the rest of Bullet Club Gold ever since. As Ospreay, I was probably thinking of dragging Jay White into the elevator. Jay White saying no on that exchange. And now Jay White's going to be the one. These guys heading towards the elevator. Oh, roll through. Hidden Blade. Hidden Blade connects by Will Ospreay. And a showing of disrespect by this year's Royal Rumble winner. Ospreay, no regard for Jay White's safety. Jay responds with a nice neck breaker. No United Empire or Bullet Club Gold to be seen. This is purely between these two competitors. Is now, oh, the elevator door's opening. Jay White trying to bring Will Ospreay into the elevator. Will doesn't want that. Oh, vicious shot of the face. We can't really see what's going on here. The spotlight blocking the view of the camera. Jay White almost in the elevator. Jay White trying to respond with some shots of his own. Oh, backbreaker, I want to assume. Dude, get this fucking spotlight out of the way. Fire this camera guy. Oh, now vicious shots. Oh. These guys just continuously fighting. I can't even see what's going on. Oh, Ospreay going for a powerbomb. Jay White able to get out of it. Wait a minute. These guys going back and forth. Jay White, Blade Runner. The elevator door almost closed right on Will Ospreay's head. Blade Runner connecting by Jay White. Brawl is still going on. No signs of stopping anytime soon. Wolf Ferris needs to get control of his roster. Oh, double knees right to the back of the aerial assassin, and Uranagi. Oh, Ospreay, no selling the Uranagi, but another Blade Runner. Jay White sending a message. First, he attacks AJ Styles on Raw. Now here tonight on SmackDown, viciously attacking Will Ospreay backstage. Clearly, no signs of stopping between this war between United Empire and Bullet Club Gold. We are back here on SmackDown. Tiffany Stratton versus... Wait a minute. Oh, that's the former SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair, who lost the title because she lost the Iron Survivor. Of course, Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair, we assumed were allies. Of course, Tiffany Stratton was offering to take Charlotte Flair's Iron Survivor spot, so that way it would be a #1 contender's Iron Survivor instead of for the championship. Charlotte Flair interrupting. Tiffany Stratton going one-on-one with Michin Mia Yim here tonight on SmackDown. And I don't know, guys, maybe Charlotte Flair is pissed that Tiffany Stratton failed to defeat Becky Lynch, and that Charlotte Flair was forced to put her SmackDown Women's title on the line in the Iron Survivor, and because Charlotte Flair didn't get the lead, she's no longer the champion, and that's why we're crowning a new women's champ here tonight. Tiffany Stratton was just willing to go one-on-one with Michin, probably had no ill will towards Charlotte Flair. Tiffany Stratton is in control of this matchup. Oh, the knee! Michin's face connecting with the turnbuckle. And of course, both Tiffany Stratton and Michin have been slowly rising up the ranks respectively on the SmackDown roster. Tiffany Stratton, yeah, sure, she came up short against Becky Lynch. Wasn't able to take Charlotte's spot at SummerSlam. But Charlotte Flair is clearly not forgotten that Tiffany Stratton failed Charlotte Flair. And now Tiffany Stratton just remaining in control over Michin in this one-on-one match. Charlotte Flair on the outside, getting a seat at ringside. And now here we go. Michin and Tiffany Stratton exchanging blows. This match is getting good. Well, wait a minute. Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair attacking Tiffany Stratton. We knew Charlotte had an ulterior motive to being out here, and this is what it is. Charlotte Flair hell-bent on revenge because she is no longer SmackDown Women's Champion. And Tiffany back up to her feet, wanting revenge. Charlotte Flair didn't even properly lose the belt because the Iron Survivor was in a three-way tie, but Charlotte was stripped of the SmackDown Women's Gold. And now Charlotte Flair taking out her anger on Tiffany Stratton, who we thought was going to be Charlotte Flair's protege. As it is all coming to blows here tonight on SmackDown. We said that the SmackDown roster is in turmoil, in a bunch of chaos, and if there's no other further proof, look at what's in the ring right now. The match between Tiffany and Michin was interrupted because Charlotte Flair pissed off at Tiffany, but Tiffany holding her own in this brawl. Referee John Cone just going to sit by and let it happen. Charlotte with a chop block. We didn't even think Charlotte Flair was even going to be here, but Charlotte Flair knew that she needed someone to blame for what went down at SummerSlam in Detroit. We thought she was going to go after Becky, Lita, or Asuka. No, Charlotte going after Tiffany. Moonsault connects. Beautiful moonsault to Tiffany Stratton, and Tiffany is out. The former women's champion with the neck breaker. Oh, Tiffany able to get out of it. Beautiful counter. As it is all breaking down, slap to the face of the former champion. Tiffany Stratton absolutely incensed. And now looking to stretch the body of Charlotte. Absolutely messed up situation going on here. No signs of stopping. And now here we go. These two ladies exchanging blows. Middle of the ring. Chops and punches. Charlotte. Tiffany. Who is going to win in this exchange? Charlotte using the vintage Flair chops. Tiffany mocking Charlotte. Oh, punch right to the face. And now Tiffany with Charlotte on her shoulders rolls her up. Tiffany looking to prove to Charlotte she has targeted the wrong lady. Oh, blowing a kiss. Mocking Charlotte Flair. This alliance clearly short-lived between these two ladies. Now going after the bad leg of Charlotte Flair. God damn. Tiffany is soaking this up into the shooting star press. Tiffany wanted the world's prettiest moonsault. Oh. Charlotte tried to get a cheap shot from behind. And now Tiffany into the armbar. Armbar in on Charlotte Flair. Charlotte. Oh, knee right to the top of the head of Tiffany Stratton. And a suplex connects. When is this brawl going to end? The match is already over. Michin already made her way back to the locker room. But these two ladies just want to keep on fighting. We still got so much action. We got 2 #1 contenders matches to go through here tonight. And a women's title match. And Charlotte knocking Tiffany out of the ring. Neck first on the ropes. And Charlotte celebrating inside the ring. Tiffany struggling to get back to her feet. And now it's breaking down outside the ring. These two ladies just want to keep their hands on each other. And the famouser. And Charlotte Flair is still frustrated, clearly, for what went down at SummerSlam, exacting revenge on Tiffany Stratton, costing her match against Michin here tonight on SmackDown, as clearly a new rivalry has erupted between the former SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair and a woman who is heavily considered to be the future of the SmackDown Women's division, Tiffany Stratton. Everything is coming to blows here tonight on SmackDown. Well, things have completely broken down here on the SmackDown roster, but now it is time for #1 contenders action. Fatal 4-way match to see who will face Eric Rowan for the Intercontinental Championship.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way match. Making his way to the ring from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds,
Sami Zayn, two-time champion in his Universal career, first ever United States champion, and a former United Kingdom champion in his Universal career. Sami Zayn now looking to possibly earn his 3rd overall championship in his Universal career, looking to be the next to challenge Eric Rowan for the Intercontinental Championship at Payback. Sami Zayn, one of the most successful competitors in all of Universe Mode, but it will not be easy considering the fact he needs to win this Fatal 4-Way match in order to get an IC title shot. As here comes a man who has been quickly rising up the ranks here on the blue brand, Big Bronson Reed.
South Australia, weighing in at 330 pounds,
Bronson Reed debuted at the Season 2 premiere of Monday Night Raw as an enforcer of the Bloodline, and then in this year's Universe Mode draft, Bronson Reed breaking out on his own, and ever since He has been wrecking havoc as a single star here on SmackDown. Bronson Reed was a part of this year's Money in the Bank ladder match, failed to win that briefcase, but Bronson Reed could have an opportunity to win his first piece of championship gold against Eric Rowan if he becomes #1 contender here tonight. Bronson Reed could be considered a heavy favorite to win this thing here tonight. But here comes a man who's also been a rising star.
Weighing in at 300 pounds, Jacob
The Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu, ever since he's burst on the scene here on Universe Mode, he has been an amazing competitor. Jacob Fatu also was a part of this year's Money in the Bank ladder match. Jacob Fatu also almost beat his own cousin, Jey Uso, for the hardcore title earlier this year. Could you imagine if we see Jacob Fatu versus Eric Rowan for the Intercontinental Championship? Jacob Fatu can do things that a man his size has no right of doing. And Jacob Fatu looking to earn another opportunity in his singles Universe Mode career, this time an Intercontinental Championship opportunity. Could you imagine what Jacob Fatu would be able to do as Intercontinental Champion? He would wreak havoc. As here comes another former champion making his way to the ring.
weighing in at 179 pounds, Danny Allen.
Darby Allin, former United States champion in his own right, former two-time Raw Tag Team champion alongside his mentor, the Icon Sting. Of course, at SummerSlam, Sting retired as an active competitor in his Universe Mode career. Darby Allin, you gotta think that fact is still hanging over his head. But Darby Allin cannot focus on the fact that his mentor is no longer a professional wrestler actively, because Darby Allin has a huge opportunity right in front of him. If he wins this Fatal 4-Way match, Darby Allin can have a chance to be a 4-time overall champion in his Universe Mode career, looking to become Intercontinental Champion. As this is going to be an all-star Fatal 4-Way match. Who will face Eric Rowan for the IC title? Will it be Sami Zayn, Bronson Reed, Jacob Fatu, or Darby Allin? We are going to find out right now here on SmackDown. Of course, Eric Rowan successfully defended the Intercontinental Championship against Dragon Lee at SummerSlam. We're going to see Dragon Lee compete later on tonight. There's Jacob Fatu, quick power slam on Sami Zayn. And now Luthez press to big Bronson Reed. Darby Allin going after Sami Zayn. Sami already busted open. Darby Allin, of course, a daredevil and an underdog. Headbutt by Jacob. Tried to go for the first cover of Darby Allin. Sami quickly breaking up. Ooh, nice arm drag by Sami on the big man. Oh, big punt kick by Jacob on Darby Allin. Remember, this is one fall to a finish. First man against pinfall submission will go to payback. Sami Zayn. Cover on Bronson and a kick out. And Jacob from behind takes Sami down. Of course, we saw Jacob Fatu and Bronson Reed lock horns over the last couple of weeks. Ooh. Big scissor kick there by Darby Allin. Now it is all breaking down. All four of these men would love an opportunity at the Intercontinental Championship. Jacob, vicious headbutts, but Sami again cover on Bronson and kick out. 3 headbutts to Darby Allin. Sami Zayn from behind. Scorpion death drop. Shades of Sting. We saw Bray Wyatt hit a Scorpion death drop on Seth Rollins on Raw this past Monday. Clearly everyone looking to pay tribute to the Icon. And Bronson Reed shots with the kendo stick on Jacob Fatu on the outside. Sami now gonna do the same to Big Bronson. Jacob shoulder tackle to Sami, though Darby, well, I was going to say Darby's still in the ring. Darby now heading to the outside. All 4 of these men Heading to the outside, Bronson Reed though. Power bomb with Jacob on the outside. Remember, pinfalls or submissions only count inside the ring under Fatal 4-Way rules. No countouts, no disqualifications. And Sammy just punched to Darby Allin while Bronson had Darby in his grip. And now Bronson was clearly thinking Death Valley Driver on Sami Zayn. Sammy able to get out of it. Jacob into a power bomb on Darby. And Sammy gonna go for the code of silence. Remember, even if Jacob Fatu were tapped, the match would still go on because the submissions need to happen in the ring. Neck breaker to Darby by Sammy. And now Bronson Reed heading in with some strikes of his own. Darby, DDT, Bronson now busted open. Sammy and Darby now just mocking each other. Nice roll through. Of course, mutual respect between Sami Zayn and Darby Allin, but this isn't about friendships. This isn't about respect. This is about having an opportunity at the Intercontinental Championship. Sammy with a nice elbow right. Oh, Jacob into a Samoan drop on Sammy. Out of absolutely nowhere, Jacob Fatu can hit you from anywhere at any time. He can even send you flying 10 feet in the air. Jacob biting the fingers of Sami Zayn. Jacob now bringing Bronson back inside the ring. But Darby, big kick on Jacob Fatu. And now Sammy going to bring Darby back in the ring, basically feeding him to big Bronson Reed. And Sammy with a baseball bat. Jacob now busted open. It is a bloody mess here on SmackDown. Darby Allin now on the corner. Bronson, oh wait a minute. Darby able to counter whatever Bronson is going for. Elbow. And now Darby Allin, huge chance. Cover on Bronson Reed. Sami Zayn getting back in the ring, breaking it up. But now Sammy also wanting to get after the big man. Here we go. Code Red by Darby Allin, not going for the cover because he realized Bronson Reed back to his feet. And now Reed throwing Darby. Oh, wait a minute. Jacob heading to the top, noticing Sami Zayn is down. Moonsault right to the back. And Bronson trying to go for the tsunami. Jacob into the cover, and Bronson had to abandon attempting the tsunami on Darby Allin because he knew Jacob could be very close to winning this match. Jacob now going after big Bronson. Chop right to the head. And Darby Allin now back to his feet. Jacob all right after the throat. Jacob Fatu thinking, what do I have to do? Sammy! Baseball bat right to the back of Jacob Fatu. Sami Zayn early on in his career was referred to as the underdog from the underground. He needs to be an underdog once again here tonight. Darby rolls through on Bronson. Nice shots there by Darby Allin. Vicious strikes. Oh, knee. Sammy. Blue Thunder Bomb. But Darby quickly broke it up. He saw Sammy hit it. Now Sammy DDT on Bronson. What a fatal 4-way match for the #1 contendership to the Intercontinental Championship. Haluva kick to Darby Allin. Bronson trying to abandon the cover. Sami Zayn still hell-bent on trying to cover Darby Allin. And now Bronson taking Sammy down. Darby rolls over Jacob. Bronson tried to go for the baseball bat shot. Jacob into the sidewalk slam on Darby Allin. And now this rivalry reignited between Jacob Fatu and Bronson Reed, two of the Bloodline's most dangerous competitors. But there is a bloodline no more to these two big men. And Sammy will try to go for the tornado DDT, and now a shot with a chair by Bronson Reed. Can Bronson earn a title opportunity? Cover, shoulders down. And Jacob wasn't even going to try to break up the cover. Oh, look at this, just shaking Darby, trying to make him dizzy. And now Jacob shots right at Bronson, trying to go for the cover, and Darby breaks it up. These four men giving it everything. Sammy wanted the haluva kick. Barely graced Jacob Fatu, and Jacob still on his feet. Jacob is stunned. And now Bronson Reed. No, Sammy. Able to get out of it. Now Sammy going for some shots. Sammy with very good performance here. Hurricane Rana. And Jacob shoulder tackle. But Sami Zayn gonna go for it again. Into the code of silence. Everyone is down. This is Sami Zayn's opportunity. No. Jacob able to get out of it. Sami Zayn now. Hurricane Rana. Darby Allin tried to go for an elbow. Clearly didn't work. Hurricane Rana. Can Darby Allin be the next to challenge Eric Rowan? Suplex connects. Oh, Bronson. Oh, wait a minute. Darby. Cover on Sami Zayn. Oh, near fall. That was almost it for Darby. Bronson Reed back inside the ring. Drops Darby on his neck. But Sami Zayn was right there. Bronson could have been the #1 contender if Sami Zayn wasn't right there. Hurricane Rana connects on the big man. Oh, Darby. Back to his feet. Haluva kick. Haluva kick by Sami Zayn. Cover. Hug of the leg. Sami Zayn's the #1 contender. Sami Zayn is going to pay back.
Here is your winner, Sami Zayn.
The underdog from the underground strikes again as Sami Zayn gets the next opportunity at Eric Rowan and the Intercontinental Championship as he looks to take that title away from Eric Rowan. Can Sami Zayn win his 3rd overall championship in his Universe Mode career as Sami Zayn successfully becomes #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship? What a win for the underdog from the underground, Sami Zayn. As we are back here on Smackdown, as it is time for more women's division action, as Blair Davenport, fresh off of her victory at SummerSlam, looks to have another match here tonight on Smackdown, this time with Tegan Nox. Bullet Club Gold's official newest member.
Making her way to the ring from Wellington, New Zealand, Blair Davenport.
Blair Davenport clearly caught the attention of Switchblade Jay White and the rest of Bullet Club Gold at SummerSlam. Jay White and Blair Davenport successfully defeated Will Ospreay and Lyra Valkyria, who Blair herself has had specific problems with over the past month here on Universe Mode. Now Blair Davenport looking to move on from the rivalry with Lyra Valkyria and face Tegan Nox. Blair Davenport clearly hell-bent on racking up a few wins. We know that there's going to be a new women's champion here tonight. Clearly Blair Davenport looking to put her name in possible title contention as Blair Davenport, confidence oozing off of her face as she goes one-on-one with Tegan Nox. It's been a while since we've seen this young lady, but she has also been rising up the ranks in recent months. Tegan Nox.
And from the Welsh Valleys, Tegan Nox.
Tegan Nox, of course, she's had a hell of a year, more particularly a personal rivalry with Candice LeRae earlier this year, which resulted in Tegan earning numerous PLE victories over LeRae. And now Tegan Nox going one-on-one with Blair Davenport. Maybe Tegan Nox can also add her name to possible championship contention against either Becky, Lita, or Asuka. Tegan Nox promising herself that sometime within the next year she's going to be women's champion. As here we go, one-on-one, Blair Davenport, Tegan Nox, here tonight on SmackDown. Blair Davenport, of course, has been very impressive over the past few months, I should say, ever since getting brought from Raw over to SmackDown. Monday Night Raw, Blair didn't really get much of any opportunities to really show her worth. Clearly, Will Ferrell seeing a lot in her. Tegan Nox, back to her feet. Now Tegan trying to get some momentum. Of course, we saw Charlotte Flair, the former women's champion, earlier on tonight, viciously attacking Tiffany Stratton. We also saw Switchblade Jay White of Bullet Club Gold viciously attack Will Ospreay backstage. Clearly, Jay White not done with Will Ospreay. Blair Davenport trying to tell the fans she's done with Lyra Valkyria. As Tegan Nox is complete momentum in this matchup here on SmackDown. Now going for the leg of Blair Davenport. This is the SmackDown after SummerSlam. As now Blair, as Tegan takes her down. You could hear the fans in attendance booing Blair Davenport. Didn't like the fact that Will Ospreay and Lyra Valkyria lost in Detroit. Two very big fan favorites here on the Blue brand. As Tegan taking Davenport down as this match continues. Oh, Davenport rolling out of the ring, trying to get out of harm's way. Tegan telling Davenport, get back in the ring. Oh, Davenport. No, she wants no part of this matchup. She wants to leave. Oh, wait a minute. Lyra Valkyria is here. Lyra clearly not done with Blair Davenport. And now Tegan bringing Davenport back in the ring. Lyra Valkyria preventing Blair Davenport from leaving. DDT. What a DDT by Tegan. Cover to win the match. And a kick out of two. That was almost it for Tegan Nox. Lyra Valkyria with a huge assist. Suplex connects. And now it is all Tegan Nox in this match. Thanks to the distraction from Lyra Valkyria. We said Blair Davenport might be done with Lyra Valkyria. Clearly Lyra Valkyria not done with Blair Davenport. Oh, look at this. Blair now going for the Kimura. She knows she has to stand and fight because Lyra guarding the ramp. Here we go. Tegan. Clotheslines. She is rolling. Oh, DDT out of nowhere. And the Suicida. Blair Davenport has come unleashed. And driver on the floor. My goodness. We thought Tegan Nox was going to win this match because of the assist from Lyra Valkyria moments ago, but clearly Blair Davenport is still going strong in this match against Tegan Nox. And Tegan with the knee looking to avoid more attacks from Blair Davenport. And now Tegan back inside the ring. Count of 6 by a referee, John Cone. We can't have another count out here. As now Blair Davenport back inside the ring. Wait a minute. World Shiniest Wizard. World Shiniest Wizard connects cover. Hug of the leg. Tegan Knox with a victory over Blair Davenport here on SmackDown.
Here is your winner, Tegan Knox.
Thanks to the assist from Lyra Valkyria, Tegan Knox with another win in her Universe Mode resume, as clearly the rivalry between Blair Davenport and Lyra Valkyria is far from over. Huge assist by Lyra Valkyria. Tegan Knox with a huge win here on Universe Mode. And now you gotta ask yourselves, what does the future hold in this rivalry between Lyra Valkyria and Blair Davenport? As it is co-main event time here on episode 29 of SmackDown. It is a SmackDown Tag Team Title #1 contenders match. As the Lucha Brothers, tag team we haven't seen in quite some time here on Universe Mode, going one-on-one with a reunited La Faction, the team of the brothers Dragon Lee and Roosh. Of course, Dragon Lee, we saw at SummerSlam, failed to win the Intercontinental Championship from Eric Rowan, but Dragon Lee looking to earn another championship opportunity, this time for the tag team titles with his brother Roosh. And of course, Rey Fenix has also been very vocal on Twitter about he and his brother not getting any opportunities here on SmackDown, voicing his frustration. SmackDown General Manager Will Ferris saying, fine, you want a title shot? Face La Faction. The winners of your match will face the Dudley Boys at Payback for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. As Roosh, now the legal man, nice drop kick on the outside, is now Rey Fenix trying to earn momentum in this matchup for the Lucha Brothers. Oh! Fenix got first into the steel steps and a senton. There was one point in Roosh's Universe Mode career, more particularly when he was part of AEW back in Season 1. We thought Roosh was going to be a future world champion. And now Roosh going after Penta El Zero Miedo. Oh, and the back of Penta. Onto the apron, Rey Fenix face to face with Dragon Lee. Roosh not wanting his brother to get harmed as the Faction in control in our co-main event. And of course, coming up next, the SmackDown Women's Championship will have a new home. Will it be Becky Lynch, Lita, or Asuka? Triple threat action coming up next. But right now, #1 contenders action between Roosh, Dragon Lee, and the Lucha Brothers, as Penta is legal yet again. Roosh trying to go in for the strikes, as now Penta. It has been months since we have seen the Lucha Brothers in action. Of course, the Dudley Boys wanting new challengers, wanting new blood. He's never faced either one of these two teams. Lucha Brothers, at one point, was heavily regarded as one of, if not the greatest tag team in professional wrestling. Traveled all over the globe, winning championships, entertaining fans. Penta, a former world champion in the independents, As Roosh. Oh! Roosh, also a former Ring of Honor World Champion, before coming to Universe Mode. And now Roosh. Suplex to Penta. Into the turnbuckles. Cover. Penta, former Impact Wrestling World Champion. Is now Penta. The Canadian Destroyer connects on Roosh. Are the Lucha Brothers going to pay back to face the Dudleys? Dragon Lee breaks it up, and you gotta think Dragon Lee's gotta be less than 100% after his brutal match with Eric Rowan at SummerSlam. Oh! And Penta going after Dragon Lee. And Fenix going after Roosh. Penta. Twist of fate. And Dragon Lee on the outside. It is now momentarily 2-on-1 between Roosh and the Lucha Brothers. Penta, El Zero Miedo, a new sign of ruthlessness, new sign of purpose for the Lucha Brothers. They are in this for themselves. They are obsessed with winning titles. And now Penta. Ah, the coup de grace. Shades of Finn Balor cover. Hook of the leg and almost got it. That was almost a victory for the Lucha Brothers. And now Penta trying to rile up the support of the fans. You hear the tag team wrestling chants by the fans in attendance. Locked and loaded is Penta, El Zero Miedo. Oh, the counter by Roosh. Into a power slam. Catching Penta in midair. That was a beautiful counter by the Indestructible One. As now Dragon Lee back inside the ring. Ever since Dragon Lee returned from injury, he has had an amazing performance every time he steps foot the ropes. The Canadian Destroyer connects on Penta. It's getting a taste of his own medicine, going for the cover. Penta easily kicking out as now Rey Fenix tagged in. And Dragon Lee says, bring it, these two old rivals. Oh, shot right to the gut of Dragon Lee. This is our co-main event of Smackdown. We had the opportunity to speak to Dragon Lee after SummerSlam. He was devastated that his performance was so minimal because Eric Rowan just basically destroyed Dragon Lee in that IC title match. Cover by Dragon Lee. Oh, now almost earned the Faction opportunity at Payback. And now Fenix knees up after that failing shooting star attempt. And to the package 1916. Fenix is rolling in hype, but he doesn't realize Dragon crawling, tagging in Roosh. Wait a minute. Oh, kick right on the back of the neck. And now Fenix going after Dragon Lee. What the hell is going on here? Dragon Lee is not even the legal man. Fenix doesn't give a damn. And are we going to get some double team action by the Luchas? Roll through. Rolling Thunder. Oh, but Roosh back in the ring. Fenix didn't realize it. Looking to stand up for his brother. Oh, kip up by Fenix. Oh, big kick. Springboard from the ropes. Very impressive move by Rey Fenix, but now Roosh into the leg drop onto the arm. Now Fenix struggling to get back to his feet into a DDT as well. As Dragon Lee tagged in yet again, fresh out of the Rolling Thunder. Oh, went for the kick. Lee able to counter. Oh, Roosh had something to do with that. Telling Dragon to go to the corner. That's going to be a huge assist. The Faction could get the opportunity. Dragon Lee lays out Fenix. Cover. And Penta breaking up the cover before the referee could even count. And now Dragon Lee throwing Penta over the top rope. Dragon Lee could still get this opportunity. He needs to act fast. Double stomp missed. Oh, Fenix wanting a springboard maneuver. Roosh went for another cheap shot, poisoning Rana. Great tag team chemistry between Roosh and Dragon Lee. It has been a long time since they have been in action. Well, I don't know what the hell Roosh is thinking here, as we're going to take a short break here on Smackdown. As we are back here on SmackDown, it is a number 1 contenders match for the Dudley Boys and the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The Lucha Brothers making their Universe Mode return to take on the reunited Roosh and Dragon Lee. And before we took the break, La Facción almost won the match, and Penta into the nice kick. Can Penta earn the Lucha Brothers a match? Dragon Lee breaking up the cover. Of course, the Lucha Brothers have been frustrated about their lack of opportunities, but Roosh, underhook pile driver. This could be it, but Rey Fenix breaking up the cover this time, and this is really how most of the match has been. A big move, and then they break up the covers. It's going to probably be a while before we find out who the Dudley Boys' next challengers will be. Drop kick by Roosh. And a senton as well to Penta El Zero Miedo. Of course, all 4 of these men yet to be champions in their respective Universe Mode careers. Dragon Lee had an IC title shot at SummerSlam, now looking to get a tag title shot. Sling Blade by Penta El Zero Miedo, and now this is our co-main event. We got a SmackDown Women's Championship match coming up next. Shooting star press by Dragon Lee. Elbow. Slowing the pace of this match down. Dragon now on the top. Locked and loaded on his target. Hurricane Rana connects. And Penta heading outside the ring. Dragon Tope Suicida. Taking Penta down. Now remember, what would happen if it results in a double countout? Would it be a triple threat for the tag team titles? Flatliner on the outside there by Pentagon. And another one. Clearly could be a very big strategy by Penta to weaken Dragon Lee. Probably go for the cover. And the Lucha Brothers would be the number 1 contenders for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Last time the Lucha Brothers had an opportunity like that was all the way back when the Usos were SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And Dragon Lee, into a nice suplex. Almost resulted in a count-up, but this match continues. Knee right to the face. Knockout blow. As can La Facción get an opportunity at Payback. taking Penta down again. Here we go for the victory. Dragon Lee and Roosh are the #1 contenders for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The reunited brothers get their first Tag Team Championship opportunity. It'll be the second title opportunity on a PLE in a row for that man Dragon Lee. But Dragon Lee earning he and his brother the victory as they will go against the Dudley Boys for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Will the historic reign of the Dudley Boys finally end, or will La Facción just become another victim for the Dudley Boys? We find out at Payback in a couple of weeks. But what a win for Dragon Lee and Roosh here on SmackDown. As it is time for our main event, the moment we have all been waiting for. We are going to crown a new SmackDown Women's Champion. As here comes Lita, making her SmackDown debut. Lita, who made her shocking Universe Mode return at SummerSlam in the Iron Survivor, and she was in a three-way tie. Of course, at SummerSlam, it was a three-way tie between Lita, Becky Lynch, and Asuka. No official winner was given at SummerSlam. The SmackDown Women's Championship was vacated, hence why this match has been official tonight. As here comes the man, Becky Lynch, a woman who ever since she was brought to SmackDown has been rising up the ranks. Becky Lynch, a former two-time Raw Women's Champion in Universe Mode. If she wins this match, she will be the second woman behind Charlotte Flair to win both the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championships in Universe Mode. The same can be said, though, for their other opponent, Asuka. Asuka, former Raw Women's Champion, looking to win the SmackDown Women's title here tonight. Becky Lynch has been very popular, has been an absolute workhorse ever since coming to the Blue brand. Becky Lynch, obviously a heavy favorite to win this matchup, but this is going to be a very tough contest. As here comes the woman who's actually the first ever Raw Women's Champion in Universe Mode history, looking to go full circle and win the SmackDown Women's title. It's been so long since Asuka's had gold. It could happen again, though, tonight. Of course, Asuka and Kairi Sane reunited as the Kabuki Warriors when Kairi Sane boosted on the scene here on SmackDown. However, it was every woman for herself. in that women's Iron Survivor match at SummerSlam. There was even one time where Asuka pinned Kairi Sane in order to earn a point in that match so she could be a part of the three-way tie. And now, the vacant SmackDown Women's Championship will have a new holder, finally. Three of the biggest women's wrestlers in history, not just on the SmackDown roster, but all of professional wrestling, are going to meet in this triple threat match. One of the most highly anticipated SmackDown main events in Universe Mode history. For the vacant SmackDown Women's Championship, you hear the Becky chants. This is what it is all about. The vacant SmackDown Women's Championship. Only one other time in Universe Mode was a title vacated. That was the Raw Tag Team titles after Braun Breaker disbanded the team with Cody Rhodes, and we had to crown a new Raw Tag Team Champions in a ladder match. Now, the SmackDown Women's title will be crowned in this triple threat match. Will it be Lita, Becky Lynch, or Asuka? We find out right now. The wait is over. The match is underway. Oh, Becky shot from behind on Lita, and now Becky going in on Asuka. You know, all three of these ladies are going to bring their A game, bring 100%, because this is for the gold. As we're going to take another break. As we apologize for the long break, we are now back. It is our main event of SmackDown episode 29, as it is Becky Lynch versus Asuka versus Lita for the vacant SmackDown Women's Championship. Lita, holy Jesus, tried to go for a suicide dive, crashing and burning, and that would absolutely critically injure a normal man or woman. Not Lita, the Queen of Extreme. This is her first match on SmackDown as well. This is a very big deal for Lita, a pioneer in women's wrestling, of course, against Becky Lynch and Asuka, two former Raw Women's Champions, looking to make history and win a SmackDown Women's title. These three ladies had a three-way tie in the first ever Women's Iron Survivor match at SummerSlam Night 1. That is why they are all fighting for this championship here tonight. And Becky Lynch, clubbing blow, just stunned Asuka. Remember, one fall to a finish. The first woman who gains pinfall or submission will walk out of SmackDown, the brand new SmackDown Women's Champion. Clothesline by Lita, as it is Lita in complete control, has Asuka. Bam! Vicious shot. Tried to go for the cover, didn't realize Becky Lynch was right there to break up the cover. Now a face-to-face between two of the greatest women's wrestlers of all time, and Becky Lynch. And Becky Lynch actually considered Lita a very good friend behind the scenes, but it is not about behind the scenes anymore. This is about the championship. Becky Lynch going for the cover. Lita interrupting, got in the way of the referee, so that way the ref couldn't get in position to count. So that way Lita can easily break up the cover. And this match continues. Lita firing on all cylinders. Shot to the gut of Asuka. Can Lita be the new champ? Becky breaking it up. But Lita is just so damn powerful. She can still hang with the young ladies of today. And Asuka into a suplex. Lita almost landing right on Becky Lynch. And, shot right to the gut by Asuka. But Lita into the twist of fate. Twist of fate connects. Do we have a new SmackDown Women's Champion? Asuka kicks out at 2.5. That was almost it. Becky now back in the ring, firing on all cylinders on Lita. Asuka back to her feet as well. Becky saw it coming, but Asuka able to get out of it. Lita now gonna go for the DDT, spiked Asuka, but Becky again breaking it up, preventing Lita from winning the gold. But Becky got out of the ring there, and now Becky Lynch gonna bring Lita over to the ropes. This is a very high stakes main event here tonight on SmackDown. Asuka! Asuka with the blue mist out of nowhere. Lita's out of the ring. Asuka for the title. And almost did it, and Asuka's frustrated. That was the best strategy she had to win the championship. Becky Lynch was blinded with the blue mist. Remember, no disqualifications under triple threat rules. Lita now, went for the sledgehammer. That was how we saw Liv Morgan win the Raw Women's Championship at SummerSlam. Big kick by Asuka, and Becky into the disarm her, but Lita saw it coming. Lita was back to her feet, broke it up, and now sidewalk slam connects on Becky. Lita gonna go for the cover. Asuka's down. Can Lita win the SmackDown Women's Championship? And a kick out by Becky again. Lita trying to rile up the WWE fans in attendance. Who would have thought we would see Lita in the main event of SmackDown fighting for a championship? Lita is going strong. Hurricane Rana to Becky. Drop kick to Asuka. Now with the sledgehammer, shot right to the gut. And another one. Lita was called the Queen of Extreme for a reason. Not just because she was part of Team Extreme with the Hardy Boys, but because she is extreme. Rear view by Asuka in the corner. And Becky into the manhandle slam. Does Becky have the match won? Do we have a new champion here tonight? No, Asuka kicks out. Becky almost did it now. There has been close calls for all three of these women. Just goes to show, no one wants to lose this opportunity at the SmackDown Women's Championship. Reverse twist of fate by Lita. But Asuka from behind into a suplex. Asuka looking to steal the cover. Will Asuka do it? Lita quickly recovered and broke it up. Asuka was trying to steal one and try to take credit for Lita's work. Now Lita into the powerbomb. Becky from behind. Oh no, Lita able to counter whatever Becky Lynch was going for. And powerbomb, shades of John Cena. Lita's had a fair share of history with cover. And a kick out by Becky. A kick out at 1 this late in the matchup just goes to show the drive of the Irish Lass Kicker. Oh, went for the kendo shot. Asuka stopped it. But Becky throwing Asuka now. And a punch right to the face by Lita. Lita is in control for the time being. It is still anybody's match though. We saw the former champion Charlotte Flair respond to this by attacking Tiffany Stratton. You gotta think Charlotte is clearly watching this match very closely, and you know Charlotte's gonna want a shot at whoever wins. Asuka with the Asuka lock. Asuka lock is in on Lita. Will Asuka do it? Oh, Lita. Oh, with the elbow. Match continues. I thought that was it. Oh, but Lita now with her own submission. Into the sleeper hold. Sleeper hold cinched in. Becky doesn't realize it. And gets it out at the last possible minute. And now Becky gonna go for it again. The second manhandle slam. Can Becky do it? What a finish. Cover. Hook of the leg. Becky Lynch is SmackDown Women's Champion. We have a new champion.
And the new SmackDown Women's Champion, Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch is a 3-time overall Women's Champion in Universe Mode, but she is the second woman in Universe Mode history to win both the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championships in a single Universe Mode career. What a moment. Becky Lynch is the brand new SmackDown Women's Champion here on Universe Mode. The Irish Lass Kicker has done it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will have to conclude episode 29 of SmackDown in our WWE 2K24 Universe Mode. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to turn post notifications on, so that way you never miss an upload. And until next time, this has been your boy, Willie Does Wrestling. I will see you in the next video. Be good, people, and peace.